What if you could get flagship AI features, 6 years of software support, and IP68, waterproofing all for under $600? Yeah, that's not a typo, and no, Samsung did not accidentally put the wrong phone on their website. The Galaxy A57 5G is the real deal, and honestly, it's kind of embarrassing for the competition right now, so let's break this thing down. Design is the first thing you notice, and Samsung went really slim this year. The A57 measures just 6.9 millimeters thin, which is wild for a mid-ranger. And it's got this new translucent camera island Samsung calls the Ambient Island that honestly looks way more premium than what you'd expect at this price point, and the gradation finish on the back with mirror printing gives it that extra bit of polish, so when you put it next to a phone that costs twice as much, people are not going to know the difference and drop it in your pocket and you'll barely feel it. Display on the A57 is a 6.7-inch Super AMOLED Plus panel with 120 Hz refresh rate and vision booster. So outdoor visibility is solid and the bezels are slimmer than the previous generation, which makes the whole thing look way more modern and immersive, and honestly, for watching YouTube or scrolling through your feed, this screen just kills it. Drop a comment below and tell me what you use your phone screen for the most, because I'm genuinely curious whether people care more about brightness or size. Camera is where Samsung is really pushing here, and the triple setup gives you a 50MP OIS wide camera plus a 12MP ultra wide and a 5MP macro. And the new AI-based subject recognition and scene optimization means the phone is doing a lot of the heavy lifting for you. So portraits come out with natural skin tones and clean background separation without you having to touch a single setting. And nightography is improved too, with a bigger image sensor absorbing more light. So low light shots come out way less noisy than before, and there's auto trim for video editing right on the device, so you're not jumping into a separate app just to clean up a clip. Performance is handled by the new Exynos 1680 chip, and Samsung bumped the GPU significantly this time around, so gaming and heavy multitasking feel noticeably smoother. And there's also a 13% larger vapor chamber compared to the previous model, which is just a fancy way of saying the phone stays cooler when you're pushing it hard. And honestly, Samsung putting a proper cooling system in a mid-range phone is exactly the kind of thing that makes power users take a second look at the A series. Battery is a 5000 milliamp hour unit, and Samsung is keeping the 45W super fast charging, which gets you to 60% in around 30 minutes. No wireless charging though, and that's a bummer. But look at what you're getting for the price, and it's hard to be too upset about it. Tell me in the comments if wireless charging is a deal breaker for you at this price range, because I see that argument a lot and I want to know what you guys actually think. AI features are the big story here, and Samsung is calling this awesome intelligence. And it's essentially bringing the same Galaxy AI toolkit from the S26 down to the mid-range. So you get circle to search with multi-object recognition and upgraded Bixby and Gemini integration for doing complex tasks across apps and edit suggestions in the camera. And honestly, 6 months ago, you were paying $800 to get this stuff. So the fact that it's in a $500 or $600 phone now is genuinely a big deal, and it's going to make a lot of people think twice before spending flagship money. Longevity is the thing that doesn't get talked about enough, and Samsung is committing to 6 generations of OS upgrades and 6 years of security updates on the A57, which means this phone will be getting software support until 2032. And that's not a typo either. 6 years is what you used to get on a MacBook, and the fact that Samsung is doing that at this price point means the value proposition here is actually pretty insane when you think about the total cost over time. Security rounds things out with Knox Vault EAL 5+ certification, which is the same enterprise-grade security tech on Samsung's flagship line. And there's a private album feature to keep sensitive photos hidden from the gallery, and an alert center that gives you real-time suggestions to keep your data locked down. So if you care about privacy and security on your phone, the A57 is not cutting corners here at all. Look, the Galaxy A57 5G is Samsung doing what Samsung does best, taking features that used to be exclusive to expensive phones and making them accessible. And this year, they really went for it with flagship tier AI and 6 years of support in a sub $600 package and a design that doesn't feel like a compromise at all. If that sounds like your kind of phone, drop a comment and let me know what feature sold you the most, because I genuinely want to hear it. If you've been sleeping on the A series, this is probably the year to pay attention. And if you're already a Samsung fan, hit the subscribe button because we keep this channel full of exactly this kind of breakdown every single week.